Today's lesson is on powers and exponents, and there's some vocabulary that you're going to want to write down and keep in your notes for this. The vocabulary words that involve factors and exponents are these. We have factors, base, exponent, powers, squared, and cubed. These are all words that you're going to be using within this whole process. So basically, let's break all these down. So first of all, let's start with factors. So factors are numbers that we multiply together to get something. So in this instance, 10 times 10 times 10 equals 10 to the third power. Well, 10 times 10 times 10, these are all factors right here. Okay, so if you kind of want to write in your notes, give that example. Down here we have 5 to the fourth power equals 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. That is, those are factors there, okay? And then basically what happens is that when we're multiplying things times, it has to be the same number times itself, multiple times. We get what's called an exponent up here, okay? We also refer to that exponent as, so this is an exponent, but we also refer to it as the power of. Okay, so when we read it, it's like 10 to the power of 3. Or, in this case, since it's a 3, we use cubed. So if we have, we'll go back to that later. So this little 3 is called an exponent. This 10 is the base. Okay, so we have the base, we have the exponent, we have the factors. We call the exponent power a power, okay? This we would call 5 to the power of 4. If I said, what was the exponent? Your exponent is 4, okay? 5 to the power of 4, your exponent is 4. And the way this works is basically, it's pretty self-explanatory. 10 times 10 times 10, we multiply it times 3 times, so it's 10 to the third power. You can go the reverse way. You can say, hey, what is 5 to the fourth power? What does that equal? Well, it equals 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, okay? And then when we use, if we say 25 to the second power, that is going to equal 25 times 25. But it is also going to equal 20. The way we refer to it is we usually don't say to the second power, we say squared, 25 squared, okay? And that comes in geometry because when we multiply, if we have 25 inches over here and 25 inches over here and we multiply them, we have squared inches when we multiply that. So that's why we do that. Then if we have, let's say we have 12 to the third power, we call that cubed. So that equals 12 cubed. And the reason why we call that cubed goes to geometry as well. Because if you multiply 12 times 12 times 12, you are basically multiplying the length times the width times the height, which creates, which creates a cube, okay? So if we use the 2, it's squared. If we use the 3, it's cubed, okay? In your lesson today, what you're going to be asked to do is you're going to be asked to basically identify, they're going to give you either a long string like 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and then you're going to have to say what that equals. And when you say what it equals, you're going to use your exponents. So when you answer that, you don't actually answer it all the way out. You don't actually solve the problem today. You're actually just going to do it with exponents. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 2 to the fifth power. Now, all the other numbers besides square, 2 and 3, we call 2 whatever power that is. So this would be to the fifth power. There's no fancy words for it. Just for the 2 is squared and the 3 is cubed. So the other thing they might do is they might say 5 to the fifth power. What does that equal? Then you're going to say 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And that is how we figure out our powers and exponents. Now, yesterday you guys did, before this lesson, you did work with prime factorization. So let's say you have the prime factor of 36. And you do, let's see, 3 goes in there 1, 2 times. And then we have 3 and 4. And then we have 2 and 2. Well, now you can use your exponents to describe your factors in here. So instead of writing 3 times 3 times 2 times 2, you can write 3 squared times 2 squared. Okay, it's another way to kind of get around that. So that's another way we can use exponents. They're also used just to describe very large numbers. We use them, astronomers use them quite often because the sky is so huge and it's really hard to describe these ginormous numbers without something like exponents. So that is your lesson on exponents. How out!